So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to decide whether one person is going to take all the screenshots and put it into 30 hands on one iPad, or if you're only going to do your two parts. So let's just say, for example, you're only going to do your 2 or 3 slides. If that's the case, then you're going to open your slides. You're going to take screenshots of each slide by holding down the top and the belly button. Just do that for each slide. If you feel like you want to crop them, you can crop them. If not, that's fine also. I think when you present them from this mode right here and you take the screenshot, there's really no need to go in and crop them in photos unless you just want to. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to open 30 hands. So go to your 30 hands app and open it up. And you're going to actually just skip this step. So just skip this step and start a new presentation. So I'm probably going to have to delete one to start a new one. Click this up here. It's a plus sign. I'm going to give it a name. Yours should be the name of your fairy tale. And then I'm going to click Add Slides. I'm going to choose to add the slides from my camera roll because that's where I sent them. Go to your camera roll, click on the multiple slides that you want, and they embed right in. Now you can only embed 10 slides at a time, but once you exit out and go back in, if you have more than 10, you can choose them. Remember too, you can also move them around if you have to, just like you would move around apps on your iPad. The next thing you're going to do is go to each one and record it by clicking on the slide and clicking the record button here. So you'll record everything you need to say on that slide. If it's the group recording together, then make sure the group can record. Press the stop button right here and move on to the next slide. Read your slide, record it, whatever it is you do, press the stop button again, move on. You're going to do this for all of your slides, and if you are doing them also for everybody, just keep in mind to you can delete it off there. So let's say I recorded this one and I was unhappy with how it sounded. If I click this button here, it's going to pop up and ask me, do I want to replace the current recording? That's only replacing the recording on that slide, so click yes, and it's automatically going to jump into recording again. See, I'm already recording. Once I'm done recording on my slides, I'm going to go up here and click Slides. It's going to take me back out. Once I'm sure I have all my recording done and the slides in the right order, I'm going to go up here to this arrow that comes out of the box, and I'm going to choose to publish the video for free. I'm going to choose to save it to my camera roll, and here it exports directly to my camera roll. So once you export it to your camera roll, you're going to get a success button, and then when you go to your photos, you're going to see the last thing you had down here in the corner. It's going to be the video that you recorded. So if I click on that video, it's going to come up. So this is the exact video I recorded from 30 hands dropped onto my camera roll. Up here in the corner, you see an arrow and a box that tells me I want to send that video somewhere. I need you to send it to your Google Drive. Now, some of you are not going to have your Google Drive turned on right there, but if you click these 3 dots right here, you'll have the option to turn it on. So make sure it's turned on right away. You're going to send it to your Google Drive just by clicking the button for Google Drive. It's going to say that it's waiting, but you have to click this blue upload first. If you don't click the blue upload, then it's just going to sit there and say waiting. It's not really doing anything. So it's going to go through and eventually it's going to say complete. The next thing I want you to do is I actually want you to go into your drive. So close out of this, go back to your home screen, and go into your Google Drive. Now once you're in your Google Drive, you're going to find that video. It's probably going to be named File, so it might be difficult to find. It should have the name, it's probably like a file underscore 000 MP4. I'm going to guess that this is it right here. Most of you will have the same thing. If you click on it, you can open it up and check. It's probably not going to show it. However, if you click these three dots right here, 1, 2, 3, the first thing I want you to do is rename the video, and this is where we get very specific. I want you to rename the video by deleting that off of there. I want you to give it your homeroom name. So if you're in Miss Chapel's homeroom, that would be Chapel. I want you to give me the name of the story. So if it's the tortoise and the hare, write tortoise and hare there. If it's Rapunzel, write Rapunzel there. Whatever the name of your story or project is. And then if you did the whole thing, just type whole thing, all slides. That's fine. If you didn't, then I want you to tell me which slides you did. So go ahead and say slides 1 through 3. So this means I did the first 3 slides. If you did slides 4 and 5, tell me you did 4 and 5. But put all that right here in this file rename and then click rename. And then the next thing I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to find that file again because it might have gotten readjusted, but it should have been named just the same thing. And I have a lot of files, so mine names it differently. So it was named Homeroom. Here it is, right here. It was named Homeroom. I'm going to go back to those 3 dots. Now remember, yours isn't named Homerooms. Yours would be named either Hatcher, Vogt, Chapel, Bukowski, or Riesig. It would not be named homeroom. If you're in a homeroom with another class, whatever your homeroom teacher's name is. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to add people. So there's a button up here that says to add people. Now I'm the person you're going to add, so make sure that you gave me editing rights right here. So make sure that when you click on the pencil, you have the option that I can edit it. I need you to, in here, type my email address, and it is becky.goddard@Pine Lake Prep. Now once you hit this send button right here, I will have access to your movie file and I will help Miss Hatcher put them together. And it sends it to me. All right, so after that, I'll put them together, I'll send them back to you, and I can't wait to see what you come up with.